got this app on my phone which shows me the chord changes for whatever song I'm practicing. And I have speakers over there that will play this, and so it'll be that. Ah, shoot. This part needs to be louder. So
I was 20 minutes behind, so I just didn't want to like continue. Like I know it just sounds like I give up. I just like I just at that point it would be just, much more painful to just shut up.
Okay. Hello. Welcome. Would you like to choose one of those other saxophones behind me for me to play instead of this one? I mean, this one's cool too. This one's the biggest one. The other ones are smaller ones. It's for preference. Want to hear something specific? this is a baritone saxophone. It's really old. It's like 80 years old. Um, More modern baritones are actually slightly bigger. This part here extends out further, and it actually can go lower by one note, but it's basically the same thing. I like the older ones because I think they have a better sound, just a more smooth sort of sound than the newer ones. Um, Back there, I have a soprano saxophone, a tenor saxophone, alto saxophone, a C melody saxophone, which is in concert pitch, if you know what that means. It's just kind of special and different. And then I have a clarinet back there too. So, yeah. But yeah, the baritone and the alto, which is sort of in the middle back there. These are kind of the ones I play the most on, but I play on them all, of course. They're all actually played exactly the same way, just they sound in different keys. It's kind of weird, but yeah. Oh, you play alto. That's sick. Let me show you my alto. I didn't know you played saxophone. That's awesome. This guy is a Buescher Aristocrat. This is a similar kind of saxophone to the one Charlie Parker played. It's not exactly the same, but it's the same brand, similar sort of style. So this is like 90 years old. It's really old. Yeah, alto's really cool. Gotta adjust my strap. It's got weird adjusty bits on it. Alto's really fun. Baritone's my favorite probably, and alto is probably my second favorite if I had to order them. I actually started playing on tenor. I don't play tenor as much anymore. Turn that down a little bit. What kind of music do you play? You say you play saxophone, like what kind of stuff, you know? I just play jazz really, but what kind of stuff do you play? Oh. I lied. He did not play this kind of saxophone. I thought he did. Concert band stuff. That's cool. Yeah, concert band stuff is like kind of where a lot of people start, so that kind of makes sense. for something cool. I've got this app on my phone. You've probably heard of this. But basically, it shows me the chord changes for a song, and then if I press play, there's a virtual band that'll play behind me, and I can play, it's playing the chords. Yo! Hey, can you guys tell me if you're still watching, is the audio quality good or not? Because this mic is really good sometimes and bad most of the time, so does it sound good or not? Just let me know, because I don't want to be sounding bad the whole time. Anyway, let's pick this up where we were. Okay, let's move to a different song now. Do we have any suggestions from the chat? Any song suggestions from the chat? Anything? I'm seeing Yeehaw says howdy. Jog Ing has joined the chat as well. I'm not sure what's going on here. What in tarnation? That's what they say. I'm gonna get some lights on in here. Oh yeah, is that better? Well, my lips are really red. I don't know why. That's a little bit much, I think. Anybody? 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 Okay. I'll just choose something then. Gosh. Oh, forgot to make that loop forever. This is a fun song, right? You guys like this song? That's pretty happy. Who's still watching? That's my question. Alright. It seems you guys want to hear Coffin Dance. You know that song? With the dancing and the coffin. So I'm going to make Coffin Dance happen. Alright, I need just a minute here. Do 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 do. Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second here. Alright, here's what we're going to do, okay? We're going to play this song on the old C melody saxophone. It's in concert pitch, so I don't have to transpose it, which is easy. It's in an easy key. I just grab this mouthpiece, put it on this guy, and we're off to the races. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Here. It ended. I should play this on the tenor instead, I think. That might be easier to work with. That's what we're going to do. We're just switching, swapping. Got switching and swapping all around. I need a second to get this guy warmed up. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to slow it down. We're going to make it a little bit quieter. And I'm going to get good at this song, right? So, if you couldn't tell... Oh, wow. That camera is really hot. Like hot to the touch. I don't know why. I can do better than that. See, the problem is, whenever I'm playing, like, by myself, like, at home or whatever, I can't really play at, like, full volume, because, like, there's other people here, and they don't care about coffin dance. So it's difficult for it to, like, really come out and sound good. Okay. I'm gonna sit down for a second. We're gonna get a little bit comfortable here. So, this song, right? I'm gonna stop playing for a second because I'm getting kind of tired of playing. But I can do talking. I can talk about the song if you're curious about how this song is. So the melody itself. It's fairly simple. And the actual song, the chords are kind of a little bit boring, right? Kind of repetitive. Not very exciting. Like 3 chords, right? Now, unfortunately, the song is like kind of short. You know, there's not much material to it. So what I did is I kind of took it to the next level in terms of the harmony that was being used. So basically, that first chord, instead of being just a basic major chord, I added a few more notes there. Right, a little bit more in there than just the basic sort of chord. And then that next chord, also pretty simple, but I turned that one chord into 2 chords, both of which are a little bit more jazzy, if you will. So a little bit cool. Pretty nice if you like it. And then when we land on the G minor chord, which is like the key of the song, you know. A little bit boring, right? I mean, pretty cool. But I've added a few more notes in there, so. So that note there, that's what makes the harmony really come out, and for that chord, it's not in the key, right? So it sticks out a lot more when you hear it, and then it kind of adds to the color of the sound, you know. So putting it all together. last time it goes around in the song, it actually plays a different. Also really basic, so I just kind of made the chords different than what you might expect initially, so similar to how it is the first time and stuff, but yeah. This song is actually really fun to play on the soprano because it's kind of higher and then that like synthesizer range almost. Let me grab that. Actually, we should go into ballad mode. Who likes ballad mode? Just putting the reed on here, making sure it's in a good spot here. So isn't this nice, kind of relaxing? Perfect for funeral, you know, coffin. Yo, 100 subs, what? Dude, how did I get to 100 subs instantly? That's sick. I have to do something for it. Piano sax. Okay, that's kind of sad now. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it like 4 times as fast. So I'm actually kind of cheating here. The drums and the bass and everybody, they're playing 4 times as fast as I just was. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But technically, I'm only playing the melody half as fast because I'm having them play each measure twice. If that makes any sense. But I can do it legitly. But at that rate, my ability starts to fall apart, and I can't really keep up with that. Unless we did like a more common song, like this is a common song. honestly, I play the very best on the alto sax or the baritone. The soprano and the tenor, they're in a weird spot that I just don't play in as much, and so I'm just not as comfortable there. Unless we did this song. Oh, it's not in there? Darn. We could do Tenor Madness. I already did that earlier, but it doesn't matter at a certain point. Oh no, not Tenor Madness. St. Thomas. Here we go. Here's a quick little lesson. One way to improve at improvising, which is what I'm doing, obviously, if you didn't know that, I'm improvising. One way to improve at improvising over a song that has very specific chords to which you must adhere. You can't really see that. Is to practice a certain pattern over every chord. So here's what I mean. So obviously that's a simplified version of which is what the piano is playing, or the bass or whatever, but with multiple notes at once. And so if you get really good at moving around within and between these different notes in the specific chords, then that'll help you be able to naturally improvise something that sounds nice within those chords. And so I was just playing there, and I was thinking, like, oh, I'm not as familiar with these specific chords as I could be, which obviously means I should practice it more and all that stuff, and all that jazz, if you will. But yeah, that's just a little tidbit there. those high notes are very difficult. And guys, if you're still paying attention and watching or whatever, if you don't want me to keep stopping, that's fine. I just think it's probably boring to just listen to me play all the time. So I'll figure I'll talk some of the time. Those high notes, especially on the soprano, are super difficult to get to come out, to sound good, basically. The soprano actually has this extra key on the side that allows it to go a half step higher, meaning a note higher than all my other saxophones. Up to a F sharp instead of an F. Except I'm not used to playing that high on any saxophone, so this is, it never sounds good. But it is a place that's unique to this saxophone, and so it's good to be able to do that, obviously, because you can't do it anywhere else. And so this song is in a great key to use that high F sharp. It's in the key of D major, and F sharp is a part of that key, so it sounds nice to play F sharp. But it's difficult, obviously, so I just tried to play it, and I failed, and I figured I'd explain. Sorry. Okay, so earlier I was talking about how you can do a pattern over every single chord in the song. Another pattern that I just was sort of doing there for a second. There I'm sort of hitting a specific note in each chord. And Salitas, I don't know if you're a musician or not. This might be going over your head. Hopefully it's not. I don't know. But I'm just trying to sort of explain my process here if you're curious. What I'm doing there is I'm hitting a specific note in each chord, and then I'm going up to another note that's a lot higher, and I'm doing that over with every single chord, and so it's like jumping around a lot, like you sort of hear it. Uh, that's a real workout there because I'm thinking of a whole lot of things at the same time and trying to get it to come out with my fingers. That's tricky, but that's learning. I'm learning. I'm doing saxophone at this point. Yeah, this is really interesting stuff. I'm glad that even though you may not know what I'm talking about at all, you're listening and you're hearing about it because not a lot of people will be willing to sit and listen to me jabber on about jazz for this long. So thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. I'm gonna kick this up a few notches in the speed department and see if I can still hold on. Ah. Ugh. My hands are getting tired. Are you guys interested in jazz at all? Like, you ever listen to jazz or ever think about jazz, or not really? Like, what's your opinion? I know a lot of people are like they hate jazz because they think it's like, oh, they're just playing wrong notes and then pretending it's cool, and that's a big part of it. But it's more than that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is jazz cool or is jazz weird? Okay, don't tell me I look like Danny Gonzalez because everybody tells me I look like Danny Gonzalez. Okay, I already know where you're going with that. That's great. You love jazz. That's awesome. Love to hear it. That's awesome. Love to hear it. Love to hear some jazz fans. Oh, I remember. I asked because um, what was I gonna say? Oh, if you guys wanted some suggestions for good jazz to listen to, if you're interested at all in that, I'd recommend a saxophonist called Jerry Mulligan. It's Jerry with a G. He plays the baritone sax. He's my favorite jazz artist. He's just super smooth and everything, like you're saying, Salidas. He's super smooth with how he plays. Just if you guys are all at all interested in listening to some jazz, I'd recommend Jerry Mulligan. Yeah, just yeah. Love to spread the word of Jerry. Okay, I've been playing for like an hour and a half. I think I'm gonna end this little shindig. This was fun, and I thank you guys for sticking around. I know we've all got like nothing else better to do at this point, but you chose to do your nothingness by watching me, listening to me play saxophone. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.